Hey, what's going on guys? Chad here with Greenlight Shooting and welcome to this new video. So today we're talking about the Vaultek VT10i. If you've seen the last videos, you know I just recently did an unboxing of this thing and these things are beautiful. Obviously we got white, we got black, we got pink. I'm gonna be using the white to demonstrate with today. A couple things I wanna cover before we actually dive into the video. So first I want to mention that a couple months ago I already did a review on the Vaultek VT10i. That's this one right here. It's just a little bit bigger. It's kind of their flagship product. So the VT10i is just a smaller version of this. The main reason I bring that up is just because I'm going to be touching very briefly on all the features of this safe because they're almost identical to that other safe. So if you saw that other video, you already kind of know what to expect. I want to spend my time with this video talking about what sets this safe apart. So if you're not familiar with Vaultek's safes, make sure to go and check out my review on the VT10i where I really go into depth on the safe itself. The last thing I want to mention before we get to the actual safe is I am partnered with Vaultek. That's not a secret. I'm not trying to hide that or anything like that. However, I was not partnered with Vaultek when I did the review on the VT10i, and that was a really good product. I gave that 2 huge thumbs up, and you know, Vaultek and I just kind of kept in touch, and a partnership grew from that. I don't want that to be skewed on my take on the VT10i. Like I said, the features are very, very similar, so I know that it's a good safe. I know that I'm really going to like it. It's just a little bit smaller. So I want to talk about those differences, but I just don't want that to be, I don't know, I don't want you to think I'm just saying this because I'm partnered with Vaultek. I partnered with Vaultek because they had a good product, and then this is their next product. All right, so that's all out of the way. Let's dive in. All right, so a real quick overview on this thing if you're not familiar with them. Like I said, it's a little bit smaller than its predecessor, the VT10i, and I think they said it's like 28% lighter. So it's really, really light. They really wanted to focus on you know, portability, on a travel companion kind of thing. Like if you travel a bunch, you want to be able to throw this in your backpack, in your luggage, if you're going camping or something like that, you know, whatever it is, you just want to be able to take this with you everywhere you go and not have to worry about the added weight and the size that big brother gives you. Let's talk about what you can expect when you get the box. So this is the box that it will come in. Very, very sleek. These guys put a ton of attention into their just kind of presentation, and I really appreciate that about them. As soon as you open up this box, there's your safe. You've got some accessories over here and an instruction manual. In the instruction manual, you've got a quick start guide here, which just gets you up and going real quick. And then you've got a more in-depth instruction manual. They also do have tutorials on their website, which is pretty cool, like video tutorials. Here is the accessories box here. So the accessories box comes with, it's got some keys. This is the battery that goes in the safe. This battery, by the way, charges in I think just a couple of hours, and it'll literally last for months. It's crazy. Like you hear that on like the instruction manual stuff, but you don't believe it. I put it to the test and it really is months. You've got a little screwdriver here to install the battery. You've got a wall charger here with just a little USB cable to charge the safe, and then some hardware here if you want to mount the safe anywhere. And then finally, of course, you've got the safe itself, and you can see very, very portable, very, very easy to handle with one hand, pick up, maneuver, not super heavy, not super cumbersome, anything like that. On to the features of this bad boy. There's 4 ways to access this safe. First up, there's a concealed keyhole entry. That flips right open for you. Next up, you've got a keypad entry, which by the way, if you run your fingers along there, these keypads actually light up, which is really nice because, you know, obviously if you're in the dark or something like that, it'll just light up for you and you can get a little bit better idea of where you're at. So you can put in any code, that opens right up. So then you've also got this biometric fingerprint scanner, which is really nice, holds up to 20 unique fingerprints. And then finally, you've got the Vaultek Smart mobile app, which is really, really cool. It allows you to remotely unlock your safe, view your battery status. But the coolest thing is it allows you to view all entry attempts. So if someone tries to get into this thing, you know, you can tell exactly when, what time everything happened, how they tried to get in, if it was a key code or what. Again, if you want to see more on those things, check out that VT10i review for a little more in-depth look at those different features. A quick look inside. One nice thing is they do have a little LED light that shines when you open the lid, and you can kind of see all of your contents again if it's in the dark or something. Pretty cool, nice little touch. On the bottom here, we've got some sort of shallow egg crate foam, which is nice. And then below that, we've got another layer of just straight foam. On the bottom, you've got some kind of mounting holes down here. And then up top, just another flat piece of foam. I do want to mention these things are pretty freaking durable, by the way. The foam is really, really nice. It keeps everything nice and kind of compact in there. I did a durability test just with drops and slams and hits and stuff like that on the VT10i last week. So make sure to check that out, but these things really can take a beating. The electronics might go out with enough force, but this keyhole entry will still work. It still worked for me after everything I put it through. So really, really cool. And then I also put a watch in there, and the watch came out totally fine after taking a baseball bat to it, throwing it off my roof, all sorts of stuff. So really good durability there. Okay, now that we've got all the similarities out of the way, you know how this thing works, I want to talk about what's updated. So like I said, it's much smaller, 28% lighter, but how does that, what does that really mean? Yeah, you can look at the specs online, you can see the exact inches and dimensions and stuff like that, but in terms of handguns, that's what we're really worried about. So I've got a couple different handguns I want to put in these, see if they can hold them, see if they can hold extra mags, especially this little guy, because I mean, this thing has held everything I've thrown at it. So I'm curious to see how this holds up in terms of real world dimensions. Okay, so first up, let's check out the VT10i. So this is the older one, the larger of the two safes. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the VT20i. This is the older one, the larger of the two safes. So first up, I'm gonna try a Glock here. So you can see the Glock fits in there super easily. If there was a mag in there, it's got an extra mag. It's got room for probably, I don't know, 2 more mags. So I'd say a mag in the gun and 3 extra mags, and a Glock 19 could fit pretty dang easily in this Vaultek. Glock 17, even a Glock 34, no problems at all. Next up, we've got my Mmp Pro 9 here. That one's a little bit tighter, but still no problem at all. I bet you could get, again, probably 3 extra magazines in there. We've got a Ruger SR22, kind of a smaller handgun here. No problem. You could fit 2 of these and extra mags. I'm sure it's no surprise, but the XDS, so this is an XDS in 45, extra mags. That's an extra extended mag. Plenty of room. The last one, a full-size 1911, fits no problem at all. Extra mag in there, multiple extra mags. So super easy. This, like I said, this thing will fit pretty much anything you want to throw at it in the handgun world. I mean, full 5-inch, 6-inch barrels will fit in this safe pretty easily. One last thing I did want to try is the Glock 19 with a mag in it in a holster. So it fits just fine. And if I close this, there's a little bit of tension on the height, but the lid closes just fine, and it's locked and it's secure. So, but the thing we're concerned about is the VT10i. Now, all the dimensions are smaller. It's smaller this way, it's smaller this way, and it's smaller height-wise. So I'm curious to see what's gonna fit in there. Let's pop this guy open. Okay, so first, starting out with the Glock 19. Glock 19 fits very nicely. If there was a mag in it, it would still fit. 1 mag. If you move this around, I bet you could still get probably 2 more mags in there. So plenty of magazines with the Glock 19, no problem at all. Let's try the Mmp-9 Pro. So that one's a little bit more of a snug fit, but again, no problem. It will fit with extra mags, no problem. So, and these are full-size handguns, you know, full-size polymer handguns, semi-auto handguns that are totally just fine. I guess I should check if it closes. Yeah, it closes just fine. So just to give you an idea, with the Ruger SR22, we've got, again, plenty of room, plenty of extra magazines. The XDS 45, it's got a mag in it. That's an extra mag. That's the extended mag. Probably 2 more of those. But the big question, will the 1911 fit? So 5-inch full-size 1911, and oh, just so short. As you can see, I'm hitting right there. Let's see if I can come, oh, there we go. Okay, so if it's in there diagonal, and then I've got a mag right there. So, will it close? Boom, no problem at all. So, a 1911 will fit, a full-size 5-inch. You can't go any bigger than 5-inch though, I'm thinking. So, for all you guys out there who were worried that maybe your full-size handgun wasn't gonna fit, ooh, we should try the Glock before I say that. So here's the, like I said, the Glock 19. We're gonna throw this in a holster. It's got a mag in it with this holster. I'm curious to see if this will shut with it in it. So here we go. We can fit it in there. Again, we have to be slightly angled, and there isn't much room for anything else. Maybe 1 more magazine right there. But will this shut? Needs a little bit of force, but it is shut and it is secure. So that's pretty cool. that's probably like something I would carry this thing. But to be able to throw this in your backpack or something and have a secure locked up gun that's in a holster ready to, you know, if you, for some reason you can't carry it for a portion of the day, you throw this in here in a backpack or something like that. And then when you're done, you take it back out, throw it on your hip, and you're good to go. So I think that's really, really cool. I'm stoked to see, just to sort of give you kind of a visual comparison of this thing. So that's the big one there. The small one I'm gonna put right in front of it so you can see. That gives you a visual size in terms of like this setup. Let's see if I can give you, that gives you a little bit of a visual, I guess, in terms of height. I know that wasn't a super scientific review. If you're one of those guys who really needs tech specs and exact measurements, go to their website. They do have all that stuff. That stuff just really doesn't mean much to me until I can feel it in my hands. And I have to tell you, there is a huge difference between weight and size in these. I can definitely see throwing this in a backpack, carrying around with me really all day and not being too worried about it. This one's gonna start to weigh on you. This thing's heavy. So really, if you're looking for kind of a safe for the home or something like that, for a handgun, maybe a car, this VT10i is great. Like I said, it gives you a lot of extra room. But if you're someone who travels a lot, who wants to have a handgun with them, or just wants to have, you know, their passport, their cash, their jewelry, whatever it is, secure and locked up, this is a great option, and it's really, really easy to travel with. By the way, one thing I forgot to mention is when you open this thing up, it normally does come with this 4-foot piece of steel cable. So you can really lock this thing up if you want to put it in your car, if you want to lock it down to something like that. This is how you do it. They do supply that. So price-wise, the Vaultek VT10i is on Vaultek's website right now for $230. So really a pretty good price for everything you're getting. You're getting a ton of security, really, really smart. It's awesome with the app, durable, you know, just kind of peace of mind for 230 bucks. But even better, obviously you guys know, if I'm gonna partner with a company or even work with a company at all, I really like to get you guys something for watching these videos. So I worked with them to give you guys a 10% discount on anything purchased up through the end of June 2017. So you get 10% off. Make sure to use coupon code GREENLIGHT10, and yeah, that'll get you 10% off these bad boys, or anything else you want to buy in their store. If you want the bigger VT10i, you can do that as well and still get that 10% off. Oh yeah, remember, white, black, with the titanium letters, by the way. That's different than the original red letters. See, that one's heavy. The red letters that the VT10i has, and then of course, that awesome pink. So before I end this video, there is one last thing that I'm super excited to tell you about. If you guys have watched GLS for a while, you know that my day job is I run a company that does commercial videos. So I was lucky enough to produce the video for Vaultek's VT10i. I think it's really cool. It showcases the features of it really well. So stay tuned and check that out at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment down below. Vaultek's a great company. They really, really are. I wouldn't be partnered up with them if it weren't for that. The thing I like even more than their products is their customer service. They're a company that cares. They care about their customers and they care about their products. So really reach out to them with any questions and they're super happy to help out. I love that about these guys. So thank you again so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. That helps me a bunch. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. You know the drill. Now watch this awesome commercial I made and order yourself a VT10i, man. You won't regret it.
Meet your new travel buddy. It's smaller and lighter, but retains the strength and features you'd expect from a Vaultek safe. Tamper-proof, weld-free, carbon steel body design sheds unnecessary weight but reinforces rigidity. 2-point anti-impact latches and a sealed interior. 4 secure entry points. A concealed keyhole. Proximity-sensitive illuminated keypad for quick response in low-light situations. Fast-acting biometric fingerprint scanner, capable of holding up to 20 unique fingerprints, and the advanced Vaultek mobile smart app with the highest level of Bluetooth encryption available. Remotely unlock your safe and view a history log of all entry attempts. Couple these things with the fact that the lithium-ion battery charges in just 2.5 hours and lasts up to 6 months, and you've got a powerhouse safe that loves to travel just as much as you do. The all-new Vaultek VT10i. Welcome to the next generation of portable security.